And here we go, folks, the Swamps of Death. Yes, no one could accuse Flying Frog Games of lacking ambition. They've certainly churned out a lot of stuff for this game. This one has more mine tiles and mine stuff, and it also leads into the world of the Swamps of Jargono, which is a horrible swampy land, and no doubt has a whole lot of horrible beasties in it, waiting to devour your luckless adventurers. Oh, let's have a look. Yet more stuff. Whew, this is almost game overload. Whole pack of miniatures, lots of stuff there, the size of those wings. And what do we have here? More bases, slightly different plastic insert. There's a big adventure book, another 64 pages. Wow, unbelievable. They've really gone all out on this game. Some of the horrible beasties. And fantastic painting reference. What a great idea. Professionally painted miniatures and photos of them so you can use those for reference. Ah, what a great idea. And obviously lots of custom made adventures in there as well. The different characters. Fantastic stuff. Here's our rulebook. Don't know how different that is from the core game rulebook. Haven't checked yet. And here's some more characters. Excellent. A nun, a gun-toting nun. The preacher on the other side. Great stuff. Indian scout, rancher, lawman. And here's some of the horrible beasties. A harbinger, demon, slashers, which look like nasty lobster creatures. Hellbats, hungry dead. What game is complete without undead? More tentacles. A corpse pile. Ah, there you go. And again, lots of charts. These look quite similar to the other ones. Not sure what's going on there, whether they're repetitions or not, but we'll see. The soundtrack. And here we go, lots and lots of cards. There's a deck. There's another deck. There's another deck. And again, dice. Special dice, and that's it. Let's have a look. There it is, folks. Decks galore. Now, it's interesting. I'm not sure how much repetition there is between the two core sets. Obviously, both of them have mine components where you first go into the mine. I did have a quick look through the Mine Encounters deck in both sets, and there were some similarities, but there were some different cards as well. So I'm not sure if you put them together or whether they're separate or what, but I will find out and let you know in future. But similar items, there's gear, there's the threat deck, there's a few extra things. The priests have sermons, blessings, and judgment. Great stuff. But darkness, scavenge, loot, personal items, starting gear, all that kind of thing. You have a map deck, an encounter deck for the swamps, of course. All that swampy stuff. So that's all good. And more miniatures. Here we've got tentacles, and there's more characters, and some of those horrible creatures that I showed you in the book. And then we've got a big, big demon character. This is the wingspan. It's pretty spectacular. This is the big tail here, and that's going to look pretty fantastic painted up. So, the next thing to look at in this set are the tiles, which must lurk under the box insert. Just a moment and I'll get them. And here they are. Whew. Lots and lots of cardboard. Now, I must say, I'm really impressed by this Kickstarter, and it's great because it's the first Kickstarter I've had delivered, as I mentioned, and that leaves me with a really good feeling because people ponied up the money to let them create such a mammoth piece of gaming, and they've delivered. It hasn't been too far over time. There are a few delays with shipping, but it's all got to us, and the end result is, as you can see, pretty spectacular. The amount of work that's obviously gone into this is so much that I shudder to think about it, and I think the game looks like great fun. I think it's, you know, it's your classic miniatures, moving around, killing monsters, discovering things, drawing cards, kind of style game. And I love games like that. They're dripping with theme, and this certainly seems to be not only dripping with theme, but swimming in theme. So congratulations, Flying Frog Productions. Well done. And I believe there's a Wave 2, or perhaps even a Wave 1.5 and a Wave 2 that is sending out extra bits and bobs, or the stretch goals and things like that. There'll be fun extras, but there's certainly enough gaming here to keep me busy for a long, long time. And of course, lots of miniatures to put together and paint, which will take a while as well. And it'll certainly keep me busy. So, that's it, folks. That is Shadows over Brimstone, Swamps of Death, and City of the Ancients. Pretty amazing stuff from Flying Frog Productions. Kickstarter delivered, gaming about to commence. Here's an extra little tip. I use a craft knife to cut out the counters from the counter sheet, just cutting the little bits where they join the sheet. And this makes them really easy to pop out, and you get a very nice clean counter without any of those bits of cardboard hanging off them. Righto, let's have a look at some of the miniatures. These are from the City of the Ancients core set, and we've got 4 characters. We've got the Bandido, the Saloon Girl, the US Marshal, and the Gunslinger. Now I've just roughly cleaned up these miniatures, so you'll see some of them are ready for paint, some of them need a bit more work and are filling in of gaps. Here we've got tentacles. You get 6 tentacles, 3 different types. See, this one still needs some cleaning up, getting rid of that flash there. Then there's void spiders. You get 12 of these. Nasty. You get 6 stranglers in a couple of different types. Basically big walking mouths with tentacles. You can see some of these joins are pretty rough. Bit of green stuff in there we'll clean up. I'm not going to go to too much trouble. Again, board game pieces I really don't spend too much effort on because it's not worth the effort really. But they're serviceable enough. And we've got Night Terrors. You get 3 of these. These come on a 40mm base, all the other ones on a 30mm base. Again, some big joins there to fill in. And finally on a 60mm base you get a Goliath. This nasty looking thing. Look at it, horrible. Some big joins to clean up there. These aren't the most detailed of figures, but again, they're board game pieces. So I have to get all this in shot. Horrible tentacle-mouthed monstrosity. Yeah. In the Swamps of Death core set, again another 4 hero characters. This one is the Indian Scout, the Rancher, the Preacher, and the Lawman. You also get another 6 tentacles, 3 different types, and you get 12 Hungry Dead in 3 different types. There are the Hellbats, 6 of these. All of those come on 30mm bases. On 40mm base there are 3 of these, Slashers. I haven't based these yet, of course. And then finally, one huge model on a 60mm base. I haven't put this together yet, but it's called the Harbinger. It's a large demon creature, and it has very large wings. Like so. So a bit of filling in, a bit of green stuff to be doing there. As you can see, big wingspan, quite an impressive looking figure. And that's it.